Hello everyone, how are you today and welcome back. So like always, let me introduce my own self. My name is Nurania Riza with last digit of my NPN 054. And then today I would like to share and talk a topic about food waste, a hidden driver of climate change. So food waste is one of the most overlooked environmental issues today. Many people think that throwing away food is simply a matter of wasting money. However, food waste has much broader consequences. It contributes to climate change, wastes valuable natural resources, and increases greenhouse gas emissions. So, in this presentation, I will explain the main causes of food waste, discuss its environmental impacts, and share some practical solutions that can help reduce these global problems. And I hope this presentation will also encourage us to become more responsible consumers. Okay, so before we begin, here are the objectives of this presentation. So, food waste refers to edible food that is discarded, lost, or left uneaten at the retail, food service, and consumer level, representing a massive global challenge. And then the main causes of food waste and environmental impacts are approximately one-third of all food produced globally is wasted, accounting for about 8 until 10% of global greenhouses and gas emissions. So, in this presentation, we will identify practical solutions to reduce food waste at the individual, community, and policy level, and understand how reducing food waste helps protect our climate and conserve vital resources. But actually, what is food waste? So, food waste refers to food that is safe and suitable for human consumption but is discarded, lost, or left uneaten at the retail, food service, or consumer level. And it occurs across the entire supply chain, from farmers and factories to restaurants and homes. And then the key fact says millions of tons of food are wasted every year. Food waste occurs in households, restaurants, supermarkets, and even. It is not only an economic issue but also a serious environmental problem that contributes to greenhouse and gas emissions. And now, for next slide is causes of food waste. Now let's look at the main causes of food waste. Number 1 is household level, like buying too much food, improper food storage, and cooking excessive portion. And also ignoring expired dates lead to significant food waste at home. And then second is business level, like strict cosmetic standard reject imperfect produce, overstocking leads to unsold products, and poor inventory management results in large-scale food waste. And then consumer behavior, like confusions over expired labels, preference for perfect-looking foods, and impulse buy cause consumer to discard food that is still safe to eat. And the last is supply chain losses. Food is lost during transport, improper storage, and handling. Temperature mismanagement and infrastructure gaps cause spoilage before food reaches consumer. So, these factors together create a significant amount of unnecessary food waste every day. And for next slides, I wanna explain in summary, in short, how food waste fuel climate change. Yeah, so food waste has serious environmental impacts. When food is thrown away, it usually ends up in landfills. As the food decomposes without oxygen, it produces methane gas. Methane is a greenhouse gas that is much more effective at trapping heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide over a shorter period of time. This means that food waste contributes directly to climate change. Besides producing greenhouse gases, food waste also wastes the water, land, energy, and labor that we use to produce the food in the first place. Therefore, reducing food waste is one of the simplest ways to help protect the environment. And now I will discuss cause of food waste in Indonesia. Food waste in Indonesia is also a major issue in Indonesia. Yeah? Indonesia is among the world's largest generators of food waste, like producing millions of tons of discarded food each year. Food waste in landfills decompose and release methane, a potent greenhouse gas that accelerates global warming. Reducing food waste is a critical step towards achieving Indonesia's sustainable development goals and protecting the environment for future generations. And then community composting and food donation programs are already making a difference across the country. This issue is especially concerning because Indonesia's population continues to grow and leading to higher food consumption and greater waste generation. Therefore, reducing food waste is not only a global responsibility but also an important national challenge for Indonesia. So, what the solution for this problem? This case for food waste, reduce food waste. Right, so solution. Fortunately, there are many simple ways to reduce food waste. As individuals, we can plan our meals but buy only what we need, store food properly, and make use of leftover instead of throwing them away. Communities can also organize food donation programs and raise public awareness about the importance of reducing food waste. And for the governments and business levels, improving food distribution system and promoting sustainable waste management can also make a significant difference. Even small action can have a positive impact when they are practiced consistently. So we have discussed about the solution of reducing food waste, and then let's talk about the benefits. The benefit of reducing food waste. So, benefit of reducing food waste: lower greenhouse gas emissions by keeping organic waste out of landfills and reducing methane production, and conservation of water and land resources that would otherwise be used to produce waste foods, and then helping protect ecosystem and biodiversity. Cost saving for households and business by purchasing and using food more efficiently. Reducing unnecessary spending, fighting hunger by redistributing surplus food to those in need, and creating a more equitable and sustainable food system for all. And then the last is conclusion. To conclude, food waste is much more than simply throwing away food. It is a serious environmental issue that contributes to climate change through methane emissions and the unnecessary use of natural resources. By understanding its causes and taking simple action to reduce food waste, each of us can contribute to a healthier and more sustainable future. So, remember guys, the future of our planet depends on what we are choose to waste or save. Start small, waste less, protect our climates. And then thank you very much for your attention. I hope this presentation has increased your awareness of the importance of reducing food waste. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye bye.